You're live. Can you see that?
No.
That's why we need instructions.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, good. We're not on for another 5 minutes. So it's working?
Yeah.
Shall we turn it off and start again? Christine Falcone's on. Hi, Christine. Christine, you joined early, which is good. That's nice. Because we were just test driving the tech. I don't know what Ross is doing. So we'll be with you in a minute. We're just making sure we've got everything. We've got tonic, all the gear. I might have that. So I can open that. All good.
Is that us there?
Yes, that's on delay.
Woohoo!
All right, you right? Christine's already on. You see if anybody else is on? Oh, got a gallon of water today in those meetings.
I can't see. Why can't I see Christine?
I don't know. I haven't been able to get the comments up. Go.
See, there's the.
Yeah. What's your comment? I don't know where they go. This is what I couldn't work out last time. That's why you're there. I'm not. The comments will turn up here, won't they?
Yeah.
Can you, Christine, can you do me an enormous favour? Can you write a comment for me, please, darling? Oh, excuse me. 1 minute. I was going to go last minute.
Woohoo! I think we've got it.
You can chat to Christine and I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. Let's check about the sound. Didn't do that. Do we do that? Oh no, the sound's on. How good is that? Should have a little sign saying test pattern, or Ross is the test pattern. Woo-hoo-hoo.
We could do that. We could do that thing. You know, buffering. We're buffering. All right. 6:26. 4 minutes to go. So, Christine, how was your day? I can't hear you, of course. We've got live chat, but I'm not seeing any chat from you, Christine, if you're doing that. You might not be there. You might be feeding the cat. Anyway, the point is to talk to people live, not to do all of that. So we're doing them in this order.
Yep, that's the order.
Groovy.
That is most definitely the order. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. How long we got with counting? 3 minutes.
I'll see if she's commented on here. No, it says Christine's watching, but she hasn't said anything.
Or maybe she's turned the thing on, so it'll come on at 6:30 and she's gone off to get her drink in the interim.
That's what I said. She's feeding the cat. She's living the life. We could do a schnapps tasting. Yeah, no. dear, what a day. Thursday. I feel like I've done a whole week today.
Definitely did a week's work today. It's just like...
I do find sitting in board meetings that I'm not actually running incredibly frustrating. Which says a lot about me, really.
The joy of being in control or out of control. I mean, I'm better at out of control.
I was just the paid help today.
Having said that, I was out of control all day. I went off the rails early and just got worse as the day went on.
I know. When someone you're supposed to be in a meeting with rings me and says, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in a meeting of my own. Can you hang up, please?" He seems to have lost his phone, and I can't do anything about that.
No, I was already late, and then I realised I didn't have my phone. Hello, Mick. How's it going, matey? Cool. Yeah, I was already late and stuffing around. Then I got in the car and I got halfway up the street and went, "Oh shit, I haven't got my phone." Then went back and couldn't find it, and it's just like, so I ended up 15 minutes late for my first appointment, and then
it all went downhill from there.
Yeah, but
I meanwhile had been at work since 8:15 in the morning. I did a live photo shoot outside today. It was freezing, but because I wasn't the person having the photos taken of, I had my big coat on while I made them all take their jackets off and pretend it was sunny. Well, it was sunny. They didn't have to pretend it was sunny, but they had to pretend that it was not 5 degrees. We stood in front of that water wall outside the W building over at 447. It's beautiful. It's a nice place. Spoiler alert. Not spoiler alert. Corporate tip. If you want to take good photos somewhere, it's a really beautiful wall and it doesn't have any signage or anything on it, so you can't see where it is. It doesn't belong to anybody else. And it's very nice. And it's quite sheltered. You could do it if it was raining.
Anyway.
Which is good. 6:29. I think we should...
Linda's on. Hello, Linda. Woo!
Hi, Linda. Woo!
Well...
Ready?
Have we gone long enough now? 6:29. Now 6:30. Yay!
Yes. Ready, set, go. It's Thursday! And as we've just discussed, for those of you who've just joined, we're very pleased. It's the end of the day. We're going to be doing a little bit of tasting and then we're going to drive home and we're going to do a lot of drinking. Right, what are we doing tonight, Mr. Smith?
We are doing Australian native gins.
This was Christine's idea. So
yeah.
If you don't like the idea...
No, I thought it was a good idea because, you know, we mainly do Australian craft gins, mainly. Occasionally we slide something else in. And one of the distinctive things about Australian craft gins, as opposed to gins from anywhere else, is they use lots of Australian botanicals.
Yes.
You know, and I find a lot of the English ones that the most exciting thing they do is instead of having Italian juniper, they have Croatian juniper. It's like, it's still juniper, you know.
I'm going to make a BS here.
Whoa!
I think there is nothing interesting about juniper. Juniper is juniper. It's perfectly pleasant. It's what makes gin gin. Move on. It's what else you do.
Yeah, but
really?
I feel rightly think it's really interesting the different. There's some things that come out regularly, like lemon myrtle and strawberry gum and those sorts of things, and then there's all these other things. You know, like here we've got.
Don't spoil it. Okay.
Etc.
Oh, and is Ian on?
I haven't seen it. Is Ian on? Hello, Ian.
Colette's on. Hello, Colette. How are you?
So here we go. Cool.
I know you love juniper, Liz. That's not the point. I'm not against juniper. I'm just saying that you can't say that this is interesting because it's got juniper in it. It is interesting. That makes it gin, which makes it interesting by default. But apart from that, you need to be doing something else. This is my point. Anyway, we are starting today with the Giniversity Botanical.
This was their original gin from Giniversity, which is...
Was it? Why don't I pour it while you yak?
Oh, but I like holding the bottle while I yak. Oh. Will you pour, and then I'll wave it around.
Honestly, the man needs a prop.
Yeah, this is one of our earlier craft gins. We've sold a lot of this over time. It's always bloody good and bloody reliable, etc., etc.
This is almost you said to me this was the first place that we sent people after they'd said, once they'd had all of the London Dries and they said they wanted something a bit different, this is the first place we sent people and they liked it. And also because it's only 500 mils, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So if they were trying their first gin, it was only...
Marginally more expensive than
Tank
or Bombay.
Yeah. Whereas by the time you're at 750,
It
it's
was one of those discussions. Well, why is this in such a pissy little 500ml bottle? But the good thing about that is instead of being 79 or 85, it was like 69. You know, so it's kind of like...
Mind you, for those of us who make things like Liz and Jen and other people do, and you make and Christine make things that you put in bottles to keep and use later on. They're beautiful bottles. The labels come off so easily, and they're just a nice shape.
A nice wooden stopper.
Yes. So Giniversity, explain, where did it come from? Margaret River.
Margaret River. Now, what are the botanicals in that? Lemon, myrtle, sandalwood, a whole lot of stuff.
And so you can definitely smell the juniper, but that's just in the background, really. You get that lemon myrtle right up front.
Yeah, you can read what's sandalwood, baronia, eucalyptus.
There's a bit of suburb in all of us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Native baronia, yep.
Melbourne joke. Yeah, I get the lemon myrtle right up.
Yeah, punching in.
And the baronia, I think. Is that sweet bit at the back? We don't have any baronia in our garden. I'm not entirely sure that I smell baronia often enough to know what it smells like.
Oh, okay.
And growing up by the beach, we didn't have a lot of baronia.
Yeah, we did as kids, so I know what it smells like. I think it's that smell after the lemon myrtle. It goes from the lemon myrtle into that.
Yeah, okay.
And then sort of dips down into the sandalwood. You get that.
The sandalwood definitely gives you that sort of musky. When we were first tasting this at home and discussing it, it's that sort of incense kind of smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
And then there's sort of a greeny flavour at the finish, which we figure must be the eucalyptus or something associated with it.
Yeah. It's a nice, clean... It's not a completely green smell, is it?
No.
I like. Cheers. Let's go.
Into it.
Oh, beautiful mouthfeel. That's delicious. It's got a beautiful texture.
What sort of spirit they use? Is that a grape spirit, do you reckon?
It feels like a grape spirit to me. I'm going to try some ice. You want some ice?
Yep. Yes, please, that'll do. One will do. One's heaps.
One of the challenges we have in our current tasting studio is that we don't go through a lot of ice. So the ice sits there in the freezer. You have to smash it on the floor, as you know. But then the rest of the bag is still there. I think we're on the same bag we've been on for... Ever since we moved into this new tasting studio.
Or
at our secret location.
At our secret location. Well, there's only one.
Grape, Nick says.
Grape? Yeah.
Thank you.
We
put Ross over there so he could read the comments, but he actually doesn't do that. Would you like to stand here and I'll do that?
No.
Okay, fine.
No.
You guys can chat away and we'll pay you no attention.
I'll push like. There you go. Done.
The point is you ask a question and then someone answers the question and we need to know that they've answered. Thank you very much.
I thought it possibly was.
It feels like it. I reckon it's more of a textural thing than anything. I can really feel the texture of it.
But it's noticeable in the middle palate. That kind of, it's just
that sort of unctuousness. That really releases the lemon. That punches back the juniper almost completely. I can hardly... Now, what do we think went with this one, Mr. Smith? Which garnish?
Well, when we taste with everything. It worked with lemon, lime, and strawberry. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking.
I'm going to try lime.
Is that lime?
That is lime. It came out of the bag.
Marked lime.
One of the challenges we have is because we have fabulous limes from our fabulous next door neighbours, and but when they're ripe, they're beautiful and yellow. So you've got to really make sure you bag them in the right bags because they do look like lemons, but they're quite different. That doesn't do anything discernible. Oh, maybe.
I think strawberry
and lime. Can you pass me a bit of
strawberry?
Thank you.
I think it will go well with the lemon. I know it goes well with the lemon because it's the standard gin and tonic, which is why it's easy to sell to people. But the lemon goes with the lemon myrtle and those kind of things.
I don't like the lemon with it when I last tried it. Do you want the dry tonic or the light?
I think I'll have the light if I may.
You may.
I also remember this would stand up quite well to a normal
You could
tonic.
you could use a normal tonic that has a bit more sugar in it.
Because the sugar will go with that. Yeah, no, that's really good.
That's delicious. I think I put too much tonic in.
Oh, well. That's seriously good.
That's delicious. It's really light and it's refreshing without being.
I must say, I get to this point with that gin, and I think to myself, I could drink a lot of that.
Could you martini it, do you think?
With the lemon myrtle the way it is, I think you probably could. Probably that would go good well with the olives.
Think about what sort of vermouth you used.
Oh,
Something very neutral.
yeah, a light dry.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Lily could go either way, but anything.
Ian says dry lemon and dry gin. Rather good. Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I liked it too.
But I reckon it would make a good martini if you picked the right.
Vermouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, little A and lemon peel. Like your work, Liz. Probably quite right. That's delicious. Really like that. Yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Tick.
Tick.
Now the second one is probably our most exotic gin. Full stop.
Did he?
Now I must apologise, Ian, because we bottle yours and pack it and send it much earlier than we do everybody else's. I couldn't get the ant in your bottle. It just didn't happen. I think everybody else has got an ant. I'm sorry, Ian. I owe you an ant. Next time I see you in person.
Mind you should have seen Vivian wriggling the bottle around with a pair of tweezers trying to get an ant in everyone's sample.
I think I did quite a good job. Thank you very much.
I know, it was funny.
That's why I posted that picture of me using tweezers and a funnel and having to mess around with it. It was quite the tricky procedure. There's also, I have to tell you, not enough ants for everybody. If everybody had 100 mils, you wouldn't get enough. Anyway. Oh, now isn't that interesting? I think that's really interesting.
Now this guy's had lots of different botanicals in it, mate, a lot of native ones, etc., etc., etc. But
they're quite difficult to find if you go looking them up on the web, which we obviously did. Seven Seasons is the name.
Currently, they didn't start out under that.
Is it the current name?
No, that's where it is, because they started out making it under license at Adelaide Hills Distillery.
Yeah.
And then once they got it off the ground, they got a grant, and now they're making it out of Darwin.
Anyway, it's Seven Seasons is Indigenous owned and run by footballer Daniel Motlop.
Yeah.
And they do lots of really good work with Indigenous produce. Anyway, so that's where they are. If you're looking for a green ant gin,
So they got all sorts
it went
of
to other
different
places
gins
first.
with Kakadu plums and all
Yeah.
sorts of.
We should try some other ones.
Oh, well.
That's a good idea. We should go to Darwin. Hassle some people. Taste some stuff.
Now
Now see, I can get almost no juniper out of that at all. That's all sort of green.
very light, the juniper in this. It's good. So
Yumminess.
I think it's so it's not to overpower the ants.
Well, I mean, you can't say it smells like green ant because you've never smelled it. Well, I've never smelled a green ant. But I get a green smell to it. You know, you get a really sort of herbaceous.
There's a honey thing about the green ants.
Oh, Colette liked. I'm glad you liked the ant, Colette. You were lucky. We had to open another bottle to do yours, so we had to mess around. So we had some.
Catching the ants. Ant catcher.
Adelaide is fabulous. You're quite right, Lisa. It has a few reprobates in it who shall remain nameless. Jeffrey. But it is gorgeous. I love. We spent some time in Darwin and I loved it. 10 years ago.
There you go. Ian's made a good comment about the ants. He said he's had a few in his time. He said, but don't eat them in the wrong direction, otherwise they bite you on the tongue. I'm thinking they're obviously live ones.
Yes, you do have to hold the head and bite the honey sac off the back. Quite right. Yes, I can imagine doing that. But they're not very big. And or they're bigger than I thought they'd be. Who knows? Anyway. Oh, that's got a bit more sharpness to it. What's the spirit in that one?
I'm not sure, but I'm guessing Adelaide Hills, I'd think you'd be guessing they'd be using a grape spirit.
You would be, but it's a bit sharper.
Could be the ants.
Could be the ants.
There's other flavours in there too now, apart from the ants. Is it coriander?
There's certainly a spiciness to it.
Yeah.
Sort of maybe a bush peppery kind of smell. What does it say? That's always, when in doubt, read the bottle.
I'm liking the honey flavours.
Oh, smarty pants. Lime and coriander. That's the lime I can smell. Yeah. I get the lime. You can really... I don't know that I put lime with it, though.
No, I think we tried lime, and lime was a bit like, yeah, why do we bother? It mucked up the honey flavours, I think. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that. Now, going back to the ice business, someone said when we're tasting it like this with the ice, it often kills all the flavours, but sometimes it calms down the sharp alcohol flavours and you get the lifted.
Well, I mean, it's up to everybody. Some people taste without. I find sometimes,
Sometimes, as you're right, it flattens it, but other times
it really releases other things, I think.
We had a gin a couple of weeks ago. Once with the ice, and it actually sort of brought all the flavours together for some reason instead of being all over the place. It's good enough.
It is good. And it's got a sort of a honey sort of texture to it. Now, what are we going to garnish it with? I'm oranging, I think.
You're oranging?
Anybody else got any views? Yummy with just an ice cube. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Lisa? It's just delicious. I'm trying orange. See if that works.
I reckon lemon. I'm going to go have a crack at lemon.
I like the orange. The orange sort of picks up some of the honey.
Okay.
I know I've become a bit of a fan.
No, lemon's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm sure we've got each other's germs by now. Hello to everybody out there who's suffering, I have to say. Luke's suffering. He's got finally tested positive this week. The last person under the age of 30 to catch COVID in the country, I think.
Dry tonic or light tonic? I'll go a crack at the dry.
That's what I was going to do. Well, you can do that one, I'll do the other one.
Oh, just a little. Thank you.
Start with the one.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That is good.
What do you think about that one? Yeah. I think that's better with the dry than the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
There you have it.
Don't know why. I don't reckon you can martini that one. Well, I wouldn't.
No, I think it's
It'd be a bit of a waste.
way too interesting to martini that.
Yeah. But you could, as Liz says, I think you could drink it just on its own with ice. I think it's delicious.
Yeah.
And I think it would really grow on you as well. I think it's got a lot of complexity to it. It's interesting.
Well, I did write my notes here that it was really good playing with dry tonic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it needs a garnish even, really. Garnish it with an ant. Right. Now, this is actually not a new, not even a small distillery.
Not even vaguely new.
This is one of the first interesting gins we got in. This was the beginning of
Australian
gin
gins.
mania, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the West Winds
It was the first
Cutlass.
trendy gin after Lark.
Yes, I guess so. Now the Cutlass, West Winds make a couple of gins, don't they? 3.
Yeah, there's
Sabre.
no, there's more. There's limited edition ones too from time to time.
But the
as well,
ones that are in currently, there's the Sabre.
which is the entry level one. There's this, which is the Cutlass, and then the next one is the broadside, which is the navy strength.
Ah, okay. Now the reason this is last, for those of you who read the labels, those carefully produced labels we put on those little bottles, this is 50%. So this is why it's last.
Yeah, if we have it before the other ones, regardless of what happens, it just
It kills
drowns out your taste buds.
It does. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I reckon this one is not a grape spirit, I reckon. I might be wrong.
Margaret River
Oh, maybe it is.
doesn't say.
So we make our juice for the world's most refined scoundrels. Scallywags and ratbags. There you go. So we're tasting a pirate gin on a day when Johnny Depp got 15 million bucks
Yeah?
worth of damages.
For what?
Oh, I'll bring you up to speed later.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
It's a victory or a defeat, one way you look at it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
You got damaged.
Well, he said he got defamed. Anyway, I think they were obviously a toxic couple myself. Anyway, I don't know how you allocate the blame in there. Now, I get juniper, but I also get these other things that I think... I get that cinnamon spice. Do you get that sort of
Yeah.
duskiness? And something green.
And it's big.
It is a really big... It's not just alcoholic. It's got a big flavour, hasn't it?
Mm.
It does smell closer to those nautical gins. You know, those sort of...
Here it says cinnamon myrtle and native bush tomato.
Well, there you go. I don't know what native bush tomato smells like, but I can definitely smell the cinnamon myrtle. But that does taste... It smells a bit more like a maritime gin. Not maritime, but, you know, drink on a boat gin.
No, I think in
Know
all
what that
their,
means.
one of the things they don't write on it, but I'm pretty sure that I know in the Sabre particularly, but I think in all of their West Winds gins they use some sea lettuce.
Oh, there you go. Maybe it is maritime. Anyway, it's quite a beautiful bottle, I have to say. Oh, when it's 50%, you just really can't breathe in while you're sipping, because otherwise it's just like a punch in the head. Woo! That's what my day needed.
It's got a nice texture about it though.
It's got a beautiful texture. I take it back. I think it's actually wine based.
Grape based.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. This scoop is called a Camel. Who knew? Now see, that's a classic. I reckon that really calms that down.
It takes the alcohol,
Just stops you.
Punch.
Yes, yeah.
just the sharpness off it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't change it much taste-wise. Now, for those of you who got my little note on the bag, we tried this with other garnishes, and to be honest with you, they all went sort of nowhere because it's big, it's got a lot of flavour of its own, it's got that sort of nearly sharp London.
And we tried it with this, and we tried that, and we tried it with everything else, and then we decided to look it up on the internet to work it out, and it says...
Well, in fact, it says, yes. In fact, it says on the bottle. But you know us, no easy way, never read the bottle first. So it said green capsicum, which, weird. I know there's some people, and Ian can comment on this, but there's some chefs even who say that there's no use for a green capsicum. I've just found one. So, I reckon that in there is the bomb. It's really good.
As I recall, it did work well with orange,
Okay.
which I should pull my capsicum and put
Lisa
orange
says
in there.
she thinks it's a bit maritime too, but it's not quote dirty coochie unquote. I don't even know what that means.
Anyway, can I have some dry
Yeah.
tonic? Actually, this might go with a Mediterranean tonic.
Do you want me to get one?
No, you keep going. I'll get one.
Okay.
Be right back.
He's going over to our secret stash and our secret hideout.
And our secret refrigerator.
That green capsicum is a winner. I really like it.
What tonic did you use, Vivian?
That it's really good with that. Taste that first.
The dry?
Yeah. Ross and I were discussing it actually. We're getting to the point where I think maybe it's our palates, but we are
Oh, wow, that's good.
getting more and more to the point where we really like the dry and the light. Like the dry, Cappy Dry for me, just goes with so many gins and it stops them. You know, you get lots of...
Get to taste the gin and not the tonic.
Yeah. We seem to have frozen over there. Are we still going?
I don't know.
Excuse me, I'm just going to check the camera. No, we're still going here. It's alright. We've just frozen on the Facebook for some reason. We are still moving, promise. Have you done?
I'm just trying to...
Reboot it. Doesn't matter, the comments are still going. Oh, Jen, you should have said we can drop them off. We could probably still drop you off some samples if you want, and then you can try it again later. Let us know if you want to do that, because we've got enough to do you a set if you'd like. And we can drop them off and you can watch us being silly afterwards. Anyway, we're still live, Ian says. We're still live, so ignore it. I can see movement. Thank you, Jen. We're alive. Anyway, no, Ross has done something silly. Absolutely. I don't know what else I'd put green capsicum in, gin-wise. But it's, don't worry about it. We're back on. That was a real surprise to me. I thought it wouldn't work, but it's good. I like it. If anybody's got any other garnishes that went with it, let us know.
Wow. Mediterranean gin just because green capsicum goes...
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's just like Capsicum City.
I like it. It's like that. Good like that there. Fake faces. You guys see the comments now. No, see, I think you've lost the taste of the Cutlass altogether there. No, I'm sorry. I've become a dry tonic. Afficondo, as the Could Have Been champions would say. Aficionado. But Afficondo will do. Anyway, I thought that was good. So let us know which ones you liked best. And what you thought. And if you'd like to buy some. Usual story. But I think they're all interesting. Any last comments from you on those?
Well, we usually have a favourite. Most times we go, oh, we have a favourite, or that one's a favourite.
I like all of them, and I like them for completely different reasons and in completely different circumstances. This would make a cracking martini, I reckon.
Oh, to take the olive. A dirty martini would be just a cracker.
I think so. I wouldn't martini that one. I like that just as I would, but that's good on its own. And this could martini as well, but I like that pretty much on its own as well.
I was going to...
Ian says it's good with the dry strawberry and a bit of little dry tonic. Yeah, okay. Good. Maybe that was an earlier gin. I can't tell where we are now. Anyway. All right. Any other comments on those?
No, we've got 2 martini gins. I'm just wondering if we could make a Negroni. We could make a Negroni with all those, but would it be any good? That would probably be too strong. That would work.
The other thing, let us know. Once upon a time, we did martini gins in a tasting, not in gin club.
No,
but we did
corporate tasting.
In a corporate tasting, and it was a bit of fun. You wind up getting gins and spoiler alert. Let us know if you're interested, and if enough of you say yes, we'll do some martini gins. Do you reckon? Yeah. All right. So next month, ta-da! So that's June. Can you believe it? It's going so quickly. Now, next month we are doing orange well, citrus.
No, orange.
Orange. We're doing orange gins because I've had a shocking cold and everybody needs some vitamin C and because, you know, what the hell. So we're doing the Nosferatu, which is a blood orange gin. We're doing Janine's favourite, the Chase Seville Marmalade. And we're doing the Fossey's Naval Strength, which is made with
Navel
oranges.
And it's quite strong.
And it's quite strong. So we probably won't drink them in that order.
No, I reckon we'll do that last.
Yes.
Drink them in that order.
There you go. All right. There you go. All right. So that's what we're doing next month. You know the drill. Just wait for it to appear. If you know anybody else who'd like some, or if you're not already a member of Gin Club with an ongoing subscription, then let us know and hop on the onto Drinksmiths and buy one, and away we go. So that's been fun. I really enjoyed those. That was great. So thanks very much, guys. Hope you have a good time. Stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm.
Vitamins.
Is it cold over there, Ian? It's been bloody cold here.
Yes, anyway. Lots of vitamin C coming your way next month for July. So that's going to be...
July already.
July
Oh
already.
My God.
July already. And I've already been having a think that what we might do is we might do December.
Oh, we might change
Live.
it. I'm changing my mind. We might not do dry July. We should have dry gins.
No.
No.
You think we should do dry gins? Why didn't you come up with that? No. We're here now.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking dry July, you only drink dry gin, so there you go.
Watch this space. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, he's had all month to think of something, and he thinks of something in the last minute while the camera's rolling. Thanks very much for coming. Tell all your mates, sign up, and enjoy. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll have something for you to taste next month. Bye.
Dry July, mate. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.